I would like to welcome you to the 2023-2024 Winter JV Varsity Awards program. This morning we will be recognizing our winter athletic programs for their effort, dedication, and work this past winter season. I would like to take a moment to thank our coaches, student athletes, parents, faculty, and staff, and administrators for their continued support of our athletic department this winter season. I would also like to thank our booster club and our athletic department for all of their work they do behind the scenes. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. It takes a lot of time to prep or set up. This morning we will hear from our coaches on a brief summary of their season. Please welcome to the podium Ed Dickinson.
Good morning. This was our third year of offering indoor track, and it was a wonderful season that saw a lot of improvement with both our new and returning athletes. This was reflected in our team record list, showing that our team broke 16 of our previous school records set over the last 2 years. In only 3 years, our team has brought home 6 individual state championships and a variety of events, reflecting the dedication and talent of the athletes in our program. I certainly need to thank my assistant coaches for all of their time and commitment during the season. Coach Jones, who ran our throwing program, Coach Horner, who helped with our middle school and distance program, Coaches Booker and Taylor, who both worked with our sprinters, jumpers, and relays. Some of our indoor meets lasted well over 10 hours from beginning to end, and our coaches did a great job keeping everybody focused and organized from the first event to the last. On a daily basis, we normally had 3 or even 4 different training groups in different places, and I can't thank the coaches enough for their time and creativity in managing daily practices. I would also like to thank all of our wonderful parents, the entire CAC staff, Jeremy Eubank, and especially Tracy Schaefer, who worked so hard organizing events such as this one. Thanks as well to our trainer, Holly Marshall, our team captains, Jaden Rhodes, Kerrigan Cheney, and Alex Dickinson, Easton Zhu for the incredible team pictures he took at our meets, and the staff of the Willis Hall Herald for the wonderful team articles that they published during the season. I would also like to thank my wife for running multiple spin workouts for our distance team and the other track athletes who needed alternative training. During the season, we attended 4 meets at Roanoke College that usually included 20 to 30 schools, as well as meets at Heritage High School in Fork Union. Our largest meet was the Liberty Bulldog meet that had an enormous field of 120 schools from multiple states and included some of the top athletes in the Mid-Atlantic area. We had 12 athletes plus our 4x800 and 4x200 meter relay teams who qualified for the Vista State Championships at St. Christopher School in Richmond. There is currently no conference championship for indoor track, and the Vista meet is still only a single division, so we have to go head-to-head against the top Division I schools in the state. In the end, both our boys and girls team finished 12 out of 35 schools who were present at the state championships. On the girls' team, we had a number of top-shelf performances at the Vista Championships, including Brooklyn Chen finishing 10th in the shot put, Ainsley Miles winning her heats in the 16 and 3200 meters, Kerrigan Cheney winning the 1600, her second state title at that distance, and finishing 2nd in the 3200. On the boys' team, Harper Capus finished 6th in the 55-meter hurdles. Dylan White and Alex Dickinson finished 8th and 9th, respectively, in the 1,000, both well under our previous school record. Xander Faulkner finished 9th in the shot put, and Jace Rhodes jumped an inspired 46.1½ in the triple jump to take his 3rd state title in that event. During the season, our girls team reset every team record from the 55 to the 3,200 meters, as well as the triple jump and shot put. Our boys team set new records in the high hurdles, the high jump, the triple jump, and Alex and Dylan's reset several times the records in the indoor 1,000, 1,600, and 3,200. I would like to thank the team for making the most of our winter practices, particularly on days where we have limited space indoors. For our distance team, who only stayed inside twice all winter, you set a great example of how well a team can train in all weather conditions with a can-do attitude and a focus on achieving long-term goals. We spent a lot of time together in indoor meets, and I will remember this team for their fun and friendly spirit, their support of each other, and their tremendous competitive drive on meet days. Finally, I want to wish the best of luck to Jace Rhodes and Alex Dickinson, who will be competing at the Adidas National Championships in Virginia Beach this coming weekend. Thank you. Indoor track team, come forward.
We're going to start with the girls indoor track team, alphabetical order by grade. First up, Anson Miles. Caroline Welfare. Maggie Bibby. Savannah Brooks. Brooklyn Chen. Millie Chotsky. Anna Chitose. Gabby Miller. May Parker. Izzy Snyder. Lauren Boone. Kerrigan Cheney, captain and state champion in the 1600. Y'all can clap. I was good. Catherine Hancock. Grace Shepherd. Jane Rhodes, captain.
Girls, can y'all just take 2 steps forward? I'm going to make the boys fill in behind you.
Okay, now starting with the boys. Peter Anderson. Ben Cheney. Thomas Frieden. DeShannon Reed. Jace Rhodes, state champion in the triple jump. Harry Anderson. Nate Bonds. Sander Frogner. Jacob Johnson. Josh Meow. Brock Miles. Daniel Scoop. Carter Smith. Alex Dickinson, captain. Parker Davis. Connor Oliver. Jarrell Rhodes, J2. Paul Schuler, Dylan White, and Eason Chu. All right, if everyone will stay put, I'm going to invite Coach Dickinson back to the podium.
For the girls' team, the Coaches Award goes to a young lady who was a model of daily dedication and motivation. She never complained about training in any weather, and in fact, I think she really enjoyed those terrible weather days. She was a huge supporter of her teammates. Despite all of her best efforts and hard training, though, during the middle of the season, her race time stayed consistent but didn't quite match the goals she had set for herself for the indoor season. To her credit, she believed in herself, she believed in the training program, and kept applying herself to every workout. In the final meets, her time in the 1,000 dropped significantly, and she qualified for both the 1,600 and 3,200 for the state meet. Then at the Vista meet, she took a big step forward. She put in a fantastic sprint in the 1,600 to win her heat with a new PR of 5 minutes and 46 seconds, and then ran a perfect race in the 2 mile to move ahead with 3 laps to go and win her heat with a time of 12:37, a huge 42-second drop from her previous best time, an 11th place finish overall. I'm very proud to give the Coaches Award to Ainsley Miles. The MVP award goes to an athlete who is no stranger to outstanding state performances. This year, she set new team records in the 500 meters, as well as the 1,000, 16, and 32. I think she surprised even herself by her speed in the 500 meters. However, what may sound easy from afar is not always so easy when viewed from the ground. Kerrigan had to work hard throughout the season with a shoulder issue that would sometimes impact her performances in longer distances, and she spent quite a lot of time doing physical therapy to improve her optimal movement. Her 1,600 race at the Vista Championship was one of her most inspired performances of her career. She followed Molly Whiteman of Bishop O'Connell in the early laps of the race, only to take the lead with 4 laps to go, and then flew through the final laps to take the win. She dropped 9 seconds off a previous best time, and that 1,600 meters was the 9th fastest time set by any runner in Virginia, public or private, during the indoor season. Later that day, she ran a gutsy 3,200 meter race, again going head-to-head with Molly Whiteman and finishing a close second in the final 2 laps. It is a great honor to award the MVP to Kerrigan Chaney. The Coaches Award for the boys team was a hard choice, as it always is, as we had several outstanding athletes to choose from. We decided to give this award to a young man who's been an important part of our distance program for several years now, but sometimes seems to fly a little under the radar due to his modest personality and his team-oriented attitude. After having some foot issues at the end of the cross-country season, this young man chose a somewhat different approach to the indoor season, competing with the swim team on a regular basis, along with doing indoor track, to allow his foot a little extra recovery time. During the season, he set new team records in both the 1,000 and 3,200, along with a number of solid performances in the 16. He was also a member of the 4x800 meter relay team that set a new school record mid-season. He's a natural leader who has produced some of the most exciting performances on the track over the past 3 years, and is known on the team as someone who gives everything when he races. And you can often find him hanging over a trash can moments after his races end because he goes so deep in the final laps. But beyond that, he is a truly caring individual who shares his experience and his support openly with all of his teammates. I'm proud to present this year's Coaches Award to Dylan White. The MVP award goes to an athlete who is versatile and tremendously coachable. He brings a positive attitude and motivation to every practice, and he knows how to put forth his best performances when under pressure, a crucial quality in a track athlete. During the season, this young man competed in a large number of events, including the long jump, triple jump, high jump, 55, 300, 500 meters, as well as an important member of our 4x200 meter relay team. Very few athletes demonstrate that range of versatility. However, his favorite event is the triple jump. And at this discipline, he is simply brilliant. At the Vista meet, he had good competition with second place finisher Keenan Andrews of Woodbury Forest. But anybody who saw Jace jumping that day knew he was fully on his game. His top jump of 46.1 was not just a new school record by some margin, but it was also the 7th best jump among all Virginia schools for the indoor season. Jace came back to finish 5th in the high jump, 4th in the long jump, and 1st in the triple jump at the AAU Nationals just over a week ago. And he will be competing on Friday at the Adidas Nationals in Virginia Beach. It is an honor to present the MVP award to Jace Rose. Thank you.
Thank you, indoor track team. Congratulations, everyone. Next up, to speak about varsity swimming, Coach Emily Pyle.
Good morning. It's such an honor to be here with such an impressive group of student athletes. Congratulations to all our athletes that competed in winter sports this past season. Your Raiders swimmers shine bright in this awesome group, and I'm so proud of the effort and improvements they made this season. Our women's team placed second at our conference meet, and the men placed third. Both teams include strong athletes, students, teammates that represent North Cross well at any meet they attend. They work hard in the pool, in the classroom, and display good sportsmanship on the pool deck. Swimmers, we are so proud of you. The winter season, broken up by a break mid-season, can be challenging. Just as we are getting in shape and adjusting to being in the water every day, and it is an adjustment, swimming is no joke. We have a break and have to work back into the season as the new year begins. Our swimmers handled this challenge well and dove into the second half of the season with determination, dropping time and improving their strokes. Each meet we saw improvements and growth. It was wonderful to have new swimmers join our team this year. Seniors Dylan White, Morris Schwanzer, and Attilio Tripozzi were such great additions to the team. Dylan's still deciding what he will do next year is just an amazing athlete and came to swimming this year to enjoy a great cardio workout with a bit less strain on his joints. Dylan is a hard worker, and wherever he ends up next year, I know he will do great. Schmo is at Pittsburgh now, we were lucky to have him join us for the start of the season. Like Dylan, I think Schmo enjoyed the cost-free benefits of swimming, and man, is he a hard worker. Attilio is such a strong athlete and wonderful teammate. He worked hard at practice and improved at every meet. We wish you well at Dartmouth next year. Jimena Garcia has been a wonderful addition to our team. She is a determined and speedy swimmer coming to us from her club team in Spain. She adds such depth and versatility to our team lineup. We will miss her next year, though. I keep encouraging her to come back. Abby Finch has been a wonderful addition as well. She's a strong all-around swimmer, and I know we will continue to see fast swimming from her next year. Bridget is another new swimmer. She is a hardworking, strong swimmer, and we look forward to seeing her grow in swimming as well. Clay Cook joined our men's team this year and added depth to our lineup, swimming relays, free, and breast. Senior swimmers Ansley Ayers, Blake Shaner, and Vivian Pickrell have been important team members these last 3 years, each placing well at conference meets and qualifying for states in individual events. Each of them has contributed so much to Raider swimming as captains and leaders on the pool deck. We will miss them so much next year. Ansley, women's team captain, has been a joy to work with, and it has been fun to see her successes in the pool and in the classroom. She will continue to wait for us next year, where I just know she will continue to thrive. Vivi has also been a wonderful leader and swimmer, and she is our conference swimmer of the year. She will continue to swim at Washington and Lee, where I know she will be such an asset to swimming there. Both Ansley and Vivi are club swimmers practicing before and after school. They teach swimming lessons, giving back to young children learning to swim. They have dedicated so much time and energy to the sport of swimming, and we are so proud and excited for both of them. Blake, men's team captain, often writes workouts and enjoys helping his teammates with stroke improvement. He has enjoyed great success as a sprint freestyler and relay swimmer. We will miss his leadership on the pool deck and his speed in the pool. Blake will attend Virginia Western in the fall and hopes to be piloting airplanes before we know it. Swimming is a sport that requires great strength and bravery. It requires a lot of practice and a great deal of breath control. Shout outs to our veteran swimmers, women, Maddie Haas, Sophia Camp, Emma Vada, Maddie Bennett, Eve Pellets, and Wendy Ferguson. Men, Henry Luger, Turner Fairs, Brandon Carey, Sam Schaefer, and Carter Krasinski. You all are an awesome group and an important part of what makes our team successful. Great job this season. Finally, I would like to extend a huge thank you to the parents of our swimmers. Swimming is a sport that requires a great deal of support from a willing community. We appreciate your help in providing timers, runners, computer helpers, officials, snacks, and drinks. Thank you to Brandon Vada for being a computer genius. Thank you to Amina Sarir for providing stroke clinics and pool support. Thank you to Chris Pollock and Christina Summers for swim meet preparation expertise. Thank you to Tracy Schaefer for her dedication to our swim season success. It is so much, and she touches all aspects of it. Thank you to Jeremy Eubank, our athletic director. Thank you to Holly Marshall, the best trainer ever, for taking care of our swimmers and other athletes that visit our pool on meet days. And a very, very special thank you to Coach Lemon, Coach Camp, and Coach Barrett for helping to make this season great. We are lucky to have such a special team supporting our athletes. Best wishes to our students as they head into a new sports season and the end of the school year.
All right, things come on down, we'll start with the ladies first. Line up on this side. All right, we'll start with Eve Ellis. Sophia Camp, all conference. Bridget Finch. Maddie Harris, all conference. Maddie Rennick. Winnie Ferguson. Amina Garcia de Dios, all conference. Emma Vada, all conference. Addie Finch. Ainsley Ayers, captain, all conference. And Vivian Pickle, all conference female swimmer of the year. On the boys' side, we start with Clay Cook. Brandon Carey, all conference. Turner Fairs, all conference. Carter Krasinski, all conference. Sam Schaefer, all conference. Henry Luger, all conference. City of New Jersey. Maurice Lorenzo. Greg Shannon, captain, all conference. And Dylan White, all conference. Congratulations, Coach.
And then,
All right. Our coaches award for our women's team. This special swimmer is very versatile. She's always willing to do any stroke or event that I ask her to. She was a great team member and always encouraging everyone to do their best and congratulating them after they swam. This swimmer is Jimena Garcia.
you go.
And our women's MVP is a swimmer that is a conference champion multiple times and a state finalist. She has dedicated so much time and energy to amazing swimming, and I think a big part of that is also contributing to the growth of younger swimmers, and that is Vivian Pickerel.
So proud.
The Coaches Award for our men's team is a swimmer that is the first one in the pool every day for practice. Every set that we do, he is focused, trying his best. He will swim anything that I ask him to swim. It is Blossom usually swims the first relay in the first event and the last event and the last relay. The longest, usually about the longest races, and he does not complain, he works hard. And this is also exciting too because this swimmer has been on this is the third year that I coached him, and this is his first year getting to compete really because of injuries. And that swimmer is Sam Schaefer. All right, and our men's MVP is a conference finalist, and then also swimming at states in 2 individual races. Great versatile swimmer, can do any stroke, and great relay swimmer, great asset to our team. That is Henry Luger. Thank you all so much.
Congratulations, Jody. Wonderful season. Next up to speak about the boys' JV basketball season is Coach Ike Campbell.
Hello, I'm Coach Ike Campbell. I had the pleasure of coaching the 2023-2024 boys JV basketball team, and it's another year in the books. This was such an amazing year with such a talented team, with a roster full of skill and hard work. This is an amazing group of kids that, like last year, uncharacteristically kept me laughing and were really enjoyable. We started off rocky with a group of young guys that didn't have the time to learn to coach Tyke way. But by the season end, this is one of the best teams that I've ever coached. We did not make the conference playoffs this year because of that rocky start. But I feel that these guys competed at a very high rate. They played as a team, and by the season's end, they could compete with any of my teams from the past. And although we didn't make the conference playoffs, we competed like champions and showed all the best teams in the conference that we were one of the best teams in our conference. This is a team full of unselfish. This is a team full of players that were unselfish, rebounded, played defense, shot the ball, and ran the floor, all at a really high rate. I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is our 2023-2024 North Cross Raiders JV basketball team.
Okay, starting with the youngest first. We're going to go to Carlos Baxter Lanier. Oh, no, Carlos. Okay. John Seller. Martin Greer, captain. Carter Levan. Harper Patterson. Walker Reel. Alexa Zidanov. Chase Shannon. Charlie Chow. Alejandro Zuniga Garcia. Leighton Stern, captain. And finishing up with Ronnie Thomas, captain. So now I'm going to invite Coach Campbell back to the podium. Y'all stay put.
Every year we have 2 or 3 guys that stand out. This year, uncharacteristically, we had like 5 guys that stand out. It made it really hard to pick the MVP this year. But when me and Coach Hines sat down and talked, we talked about a guy that came in and elevated our rebounding, our talking on the floor, our teamwork, our passing, our overall scoring, and our overall fight. I like to say we have a back-to-back MVP in Lakeland.
All right, guys, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for your basketball. Congratulations. All right, next up, to talk about the girls' varsity basketball season is Coach James Brown.
Good morning. In sports, team success is typically measured by wins and losses. However, that standard is not a true measure of our team's success. Sure, the girls' basketball team did not win as many games as they had hoped, but where they fell short in the win column, they more than made up for it in heart, determination, and growth. Our team was young, with only 3 seniors leading the way for a group of young players ranging from 8th to 10th grade. Most of the teams we played against posted rosters composed of mainly juniors and seniors. Needless to say, we faced our fair share of challenges, struggling to score at times, and definitely feeling the absence of our top 2 scorers from last season. It was not for lack of trying, as we gave many of the rims we played on a serious workout with the number of shots we took. Defensively, the effort was always there, and many of our points were a direct result of our defense. Some games of note: the comeback win over Southwest Virginia Academy, down by 15 points, battling all the way back to win by 5 in the end, which is bittersweet, as we lost to them by 1 point in overtime at home in our first meeting. And even better, is it was their senior night, and most teams scheduled those games with thinking that they were going to win. That was not the case that night. And then there was our own senior night against Chatham Hall, a roller coaster of emotions that aged me a couple of more years during the 4th quarter alone. But in the end, we managed to knock down some free throws and secure the win. The biggest memory for me was our last regular season game at Miller. In the past, Miller has beaten us by 60, 70, and yes, even 80 points during my tenure. Mind you, these scores were with a running clock for the entire second half. Unfortunately, we did not win this game, but we had them nervous as we had the lead late in the first half and kept the game close well into the second half until we simply ran out of gas. Our young team improved tremendously over the course of the season. A big part of this improvement was thanks to the exceptional leadership of our seniors. Your guidance and dedication were the driving force behind our progress. I also commend the younger players for your hard work and your willingness to learn and get better each and every day. I want all of you to know it's easy to throw in the towel when the going gets tough. You all never did. And I loved your fight and grit to always show up and leave it all on the court regardless of the score. As a coach, I cannot ask for anything more, so thank you. I would also like to thank Tracy Schaefer, Coach Pollock, and Coach Eubank for all their help over the course of the season. There are a ton of basketball games during the winter, and you all truly make our jobs as coaches a lot less stressful. Thank you to our parents who supported us both at home and on the road. And finally, a big thank you to Dami Bancoli for her time and efforts as our team manager. Come on up, guys.
She actually gets a book as a senior.
Here's what I know. I remember starting Julia Cephas, Faith Johnson, Sophia Camp, Mercedes Herrera Arias, Maddie Howes, Madison Winnick, Brooklyn Chen, Scout Capers, Sarah Lindy Kaman, Eliza Vogel, Sophia Brown, Captain, Billy K. Garrison, Captain, Secretary of Conference, Kate Overton, Captain, Second Team All Conference, and Don Bancoli, Team Manager. Congratulations, boys.
Sorry. Yeah, you're fine.
Our defensive MVP is a player who you could always find in the thick of the action. From the opening tip to the final buzzer, she left everything on the floor and never backed down from a challenge. She thrived on physicality and provided a presence in the paint. She led the team in rebounds and consistently outworked her opponents, battling for every loose ball. Her ability to also anticipate plays and get into passing lanes and jump the next pass generated a lot of steals over the course of the season and her career. We'll truly miss her dedication, fierce competitiveness, and unwavering commitment to our team next season. Our defensive MVP is Sophia Brand. Our offensive MVP was our leader and our motivator. Her energy, intensity were contagious, pushing her teammates to give their best every time they stepped on the court. With the loss of our top scorers from last season, the scoring load fell directly on her shoulders. As our point guard, she also needed to facilitate and manage the game and keep her teammates engaged and focused. She willingly embraced these challenges and led the team in scoring, assists, and steals. We will truly miss her as our floor general next season, and I'm proud to announce this year's offensive MVP is Deja Garrett. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Basketball was wonderful. Congratulations on a good season. Just as a reminder, if you won a team award today, MVP Coaches Award, be sure to come back this way after the program to take a group picture. And if you letter for the first time ever at No Cross, you need to come see me and I can give you a nice red letter to stick all your pens on. Okay, last but not least, to talk about boys varsity basketball is Coach Jamil Allen.
Good morning. First, I think I can't get started talking about our season until I thank the people who help support and help it run efficiently all year long. So from Ms. Lemon and administration, to all the administrators, to the athletic department, Coach Eubank and Coach Pollock, and obviously Ms. Schaefer, who without her we would all be lost, to be completely honest. And to all the folks that volunteered to drive and drive us to games and take kids back to the dorm, we appreciate your help and appreciate your support. We can't make this thing work without you guys. To begin to talk about this season, I've got to talk a little bit about last season. You walk into a season after you've lost two of your most impactful players. It's hard to regroup and recover. We had a very young group of young men, a lot of whom had to take on new roles this year, and we've had to adapt and change several times over the course of the season to make sure that we're competitive in our tough division and conference. And so for a lot of these young guys, they were asked to do a lot for this basketball team. And I coach with a lot of tough love, so I don't say this to them often, but I love each and every one of you guys. Your work ethic doesn't go unnoticed. We've got a very charismatic group with some strong leaders mixed in the fold there. So coming off a 13-win season last year, we followed that up with a strong 12-win season this year. At the highest, we were ranked 8th in the state. We also had several notable wins this year. We had a strong win at VES. We had 2 strong wins against a very good Carlisle team and Hargrave team here at home. And we made yet another state tournament, which did not end the way we wanted to, but that is a very big accomplishment. You guys had a very successful season. For us, this was a year of change and growth, and I thought our young men handled it with a lot of class this year. And through all the tough times, we came out better on the other end. So I'm very proud of the way you guys approached this year and how you handled yourself. So with that, Varsity boys, come on up.
Okay. Josiah Hines, second team all-conference. Jazeel Hart, captain. Meg Hayes. Tristan Lang.
Antonio Mack, captain and first team all conference. Jalou Kenneth. Tyler Winfield.
Congratulations.
Sebastian Miller.
Congratulations.
Peter Krasinski, captain. And Ned Tower.
Peter, congratulations.
All right, and now that's what we're
So every year it's hard to single out just one or two guys to hand awards to because it takes a full team effort to have any success on the basketball court. But this year I had a very tough decision, and we've got two co-MVPs. The first young man, who's not here today, is very resilient. He came off a year last year that was riddled with injury, and I know he didn't have the impact he anticipated his freshman year, but man, he came out firing this year. At one point during the season, Antonio Mack was averaging over 30 points a game. It was highlighted by a big 40-point game early in the year. At one point, he was top 15 in the state in scoring in his age group. And without his offensive impact, we just would not be able to compete at the level we need to against some of the elite competitors that we play against. So my first co-MVP this year, not here, is Antonio Mack. This second young man is, as they say, cool as the other side of the pillow. He's got a strong, quiet demeanor to him. He plays with such a humble confidence that he makes everything he does look pretty effortless. And I've seen a lot of amazing things out of this young man, and there are things he's done in practice that have dropped all of our jaws. He's such a great kid. He's not only an amazing basketball player, but he's an amazing person as well, and he's starting to break out of his shell a little bit. And for the second year in a row as a ninth grader, last year as an eighth grader, he's made all conference in a very tough conference that we play in. And so my second co-MVP is Josiah Hines. Thank you.
As you can tell, our winter season has been very successful in a number of ways. I want to thank you all for attending this morning's Winter JV and Varsity Awards program, and this concludes our program for today. Thank you all.